So Grant Thornton, the report which they have done shows some revealing facts. When we look at pan-India healthcare, where it's going, Chennai is the #1 destination for historical reasons. One is connectivity, because it's well connected to international destinations. Number two is that people of Tamil origin, the diaspora in Southeast Asia, they prefer to come to Chennai and access it, and also from Lanka quite a bit. The presence of outstanding teaching hospitals in Chennai, the fact that Chennai has been the progenitor of the first corporate hospital in India, and there are also successor hospitals already present. So they have a perfect ecosystem, and really the government of Tamil Nadu has not really done anything. But these all historical facts and the availability of manpower has made the services offered by Chennai hospitals extremely competitive. So that's one advantage. Number two destination is the NCR region. The National Capital Region, again, primarily is connectivity, B2B connectivity. Presence of embassies in Delhi acts as I would say, like a psychological support factor for those guests coming there. So that's one big thing. And the presence of large hospitals there, and also AIIMS and other national institutions also created that ecosystem that Delhi is a good destination to go to. Now, when we look at the history of MVT to India, it is not neither Chennai or Delhi, it is Mumbai. So the old days Bombay had a natural attraction towards mostly patients from West Asian countries. I can easily tell you that in the 60s, there were patients who preferred to stay in Jaslok, because Jaslok rooms were much more luxurious, more comfortable than a 5-star hotel. So that was the kind of attraction which Bombay had. But Bombay is no longer in the hotspot for MVT. It's basically Chennai, NCR, Hyderabad has picked up quite a bit. Now you have Bangalore has picked up quite a bit. So we are never, so unlike what you said, Kerala is nowhere in the national statistics. It is also a matter of concern for all of us that the recent ranking of domestic tourists, you forget international, even domestic tourists, Kerala is not in the top 10. The #1 destination for domestic tourists in India is Tamil Nadu. So that is something for all of us to really think that, where is Kerala, why are we missing the boat? Now, so these are the challenges, the big macro picture. What I am trying to say is that since past 2 years, there is a concerted effort by the government of India. They recognize that medical value travel can bring in foreign exchange for this country. We need to compete with Southeast Asia. If we don't do it, the Southeast Asian countries, mainly Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, all of them are going to go even higher. So this is our moment to get nationally the act together. Now, the present government in Delhi believes in the concept of United States of India. So they are talking about competitive federalism. So if I don't get my act together, Gujarat or Tamil Nadu or some other state will be in the pole position. So it's a matter of survival for us that we have to get our act together.
If you look at the whole specialities, when you say Ayurveda, it is just Ayurveda. It doesn't talk about Panchakarma and all those kind of things. But when it comes to the hospital, you talk about ortho, you talk about neuro, you talk about cardiology, you talk about dental, ophthalmology, like that. When you look at the reports published by the various institutes, the most preferred locations for specialties, if you look at, the cardiology comes faster, including cardiothoracic surgery. Then next comes the ortho. Third comes your dental, then ophthalmology and transplants. But if you look at neuro, spine, these are not the preferred specialties. When you talk about the single specialty, small specialty hospitals, when that is not there in my wish list, is not going to get any clients from abroad, and especially the onco is not there in the preferred list. Probably, but we have some of the best facilities in the country. Onco is. See,
can I just again? When we generalize, we make mistakes.
Exactly.
See, the whole problem is that the world is going towards speciality-focused medicine. But many of us are still in a different worldview of medicine. It is more generalistic. So unless even those within institutions, unless the debate is resolved, we will really struggle to be in the global spotlight of the best practitioners. So that is something which we all individually will have to discuss with our clinical colleagues. What is our own vision forward?
This is our strength areas which is to be promoted. Because there has to be some kind of product to promote.
And it is not just that. All the people who are involved in the promotion of MVT should be aware of what each center has to offer.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know, which is not there at present. You know, people know, okay, such and such hospitals are receiving.
Because we try to do everything on our own.
Yeah, that's it. So, you know, it's important to train the so-called facilitators. I mean, you know, filter them and give them some kind of a recognition and you know, allow them to promote, and at the same time, you know, they should be aware of what all each institution has to really offer a medical value traveler.
What I think is that we should build confidence among the foreigners. They don't know about us. They think that we are cheating and all that. So, see, about 25 years back, I was in Zambia for some time for some months. My son wanted to street to correct the teeth, and there is 2 lakhs for just for putting braces. And the same thing will cost here 15,000 rupees. Just 15,000 rupees I paid here. So they don't mind paying money. The only thing is that we should give the best possible quality, and they should feel that we are not in any way cheating them, and there is a hygienic, clean. So those things should be more important. That's what we are lacking in Kerala.
See, nowadays we look at the website wherever we need to go. See, it's like Dr. Arish was telling, it's all digital. So the promotion can happen to the website and app-based. I mean, some app can be developed. So those, that is not. For last 2 years we are discussing about this. And when I spoke to my healthcare leader yesterday, that I said that I'm going to attend this, and he was telling what exactly the progress the Kerala has made. I just asked. And see, a lot of discussions or forums, there are many things are discussed, including this, but things are not moving except few players in the market or industry. Something is happening, or some voice is heard. Otherwise, I mean, nothing great happening. So the healthcare website, which should provide all the information about type of hospitals, even if possible.
I think once the society is formed and the office bearers come on board, Kerala Travel Mart has a full-time CEO.
We'll have to go there and meet the Chief Minister. I think that's the only way we will and he'll have to meet and explain the point of view. I guess that's one way.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but I think Kerala, the connectivity is there. The tourism is the one of the 50 must-see destinations in the world, isn't it? Kerala, I think almost like Thailand. We are almost like Thailand in the beauty-wise, nature-wise, and all that. But I think why Chennai is much ahead of us because of the Apollo hospitals. So we don't have hospitals. Our hospitals are not known abroad. So main thing is to promote our hospitals. Apollo, India is Apollo. Marketing. That's the main thing. What we lack is that.
The latest ranking of top 10 medical value hospitals across the world, which was just done in Berlin. The Fortis Hospital, Bangalore, has the only Indian hospital to make the cut. So, again, not a name that you would automatically think would make the cut.
If I may respond to what Mr. Menon just mentioned, is that so we are not reinventing the wheel. When we look at business case studies in our neighborhood, look at what Singapore has achieved 20 years back. See, the success of Singapore is not people remember Raffles or Mount Elizabeth or Glen Eagles. Nobody remembers that. They have come together as a consortium called Sing Health, where the government of Singapore along with private stakeholders all got together to brand Singapore as a destination. And that is primarily because the former visionary Prime Minister of Singapore realized that how do we add more factors to the GDP of the state. So they said that, well, we have educated workforce in healthcare, let's leverage them and get more medical value travelers to come to our state. So Singapore is a good example. All the government hospitals in Singapore are Joint Commission accredited. So when you talk about the Aam Aadmi in Singapore, everybody benefit. So we have a lot to learn from the success stories of others, because we can't look at unidimensional. Like if all of us start looking at only what is our benefit as private sector, it's not going to take off. We have to look at also our colleagues in the public sector and relevant questions about hygiene, public hygiene, the brand perception of Kerala, all that has to take off. Otherwise, it'll be tough.
When we discuss about medical value travel, the countries that we always keep talking about are those countries which are so advanced in many areas, basic things, infrastructure that they post on. I mean, there is a gap. I mean, simple thing that probably I feel that we could do is even the surrounding. If you see a hospital, I mean, we are very particular about the hygiene within the hospital. But just the road outside the hospital, we don't even know. I mean, that's just beyond our purview. So we have this mental block that is, okay, that's the government responsibility, that could not be ours. So I think if we can just expand our boundaries, and if we take out, sort of adopt certain neighborhoods and make that better, clean, visually appealing, probably then that would be the first step in going ahead and becoming a cleaner place. which will probably attract more people. That should be the way.
So,
but another thing I think is that our lack of insurance facility. I think other countries like maybe Thailand and Singapore, the insurance person is very high, so they can easily come and get insurance and go back.
The foreign insurance.
Foreign, I don't have that kind of global insurance thing. I don't think we have that.
So, if I may explain that, so the Singapore, when you look at the economics of healthcare in Singapore, it's a mixture of social health insurance. Only the hospitality component in a hospital differs for a Singaporean national. So you are right that there is a safety net, it's already there. But the point what you are raising is that MVTs are not coming to Singapore because of their national insurance. They are coming because of the brand destination that people recognize internationally that. And so when you talked about Thailand and the relevance of general tourism to Thailand, the case studies show that any country in Asia which has invested in general tourism infrastructure, they have reaped the dividends also for medical value travel. So is the case of Singapore, so is the case of Thailand, so also is the case of Malaysia. So when you compare within India, you can only look at two models. One is Kerala tourism and Goa. So Goa has gone for the mass tourism or the hippie tourists there. The yield per tourist is much lesser in Goa compared to that of Kerala. Kerala has gone and pitched itself for eco-tourism, much more high-end tourists. So the yield per tourist coming to Kerala is much more than that. In healthcare, when we look at it, Singapore similarly has gone for tertiary quaternary care MVT. Thailand is much lesser in the value chain. So I would push for Kerala because our brand is strong because of Ayurveda. That is very strong for holistic medicine. So we have an opportunity now also to leverage advanced quaternary or tertiary care aspects within our state. So that is an advantage which we have.
What Harish was mentioning and Father was also mentioning, I think an organization is essential in Kerala, which is able to coordinate among the players who are involved in promoting medical value travel, number one. And number two, ensuring that certain standards are being maintained and and adhered to, which is again very important. And also have a website. I don't think we need to think of the support from the center at present. I think if we organize ourselves in Kerala, that itself will make a lot of difference.
But you have kept Ayurveda outside the society, right? You have kept Ayurveda outside the society.
Because there is already a society for promotion of Ayurveda.
So primarily forming an organization towards promoting medical value travel with Kerala as the hub. And in addition, the most important thing which I feel, which has not been discussed, is awareness creation among all the players, which is very important. Now, for instance, Dr. Harish is the head of Aster, and we have heads of the other so many senior hospitals, leading hospitals in Kerala. All of us should be able to understand what exactly we are focusing on and what exactly the kind of service which each institution is able to give as far as MVT is concerned. And for that, you need to have a powerful website. A very good website, and this website should be promoted internationally, which is again very important.
With the logo for
yes.
That's there in I think Andhra Pradesh. I think I've seen that here in Andhra Pradesh. So here in Kerala, so that as Doctor was telling that marketing is one thing, and the coordination by the other agencies.